Okay, I have been instructed to do a reading. Every day I do my own daily guidance. And today was the first day ever that I only was given a couple of things for myself and I was told the rest is not for me. I was told that the rest is for the collective as a group on a spiritual level. So I'm going to give this a try because this is overwhelming for me because there's so much information that's coming through here, and I don't even know, like, wow, okay, this is what you want me to do now. So this is my next step of evolvement. So when I tell you guys that you need to come out of your comfort zone, or it's required, or you need to shed shizzle, that's because I've done it myself and I'm constantly being thrown into a fire. Okay. So let me just give you a little background real quick. Um, I'm using my brand new deck, Precious Gem Oracle by Maxine God or God. And I went into a store with one of my coaches, and he was like, "That looks like you on the cover." I was like, "Oh, there you go. There's the synchronicity I required to buy this new deck." So I'm trying it out right now. And the first card that came up was Snowflake Obsidian Transparency. So I'm doing this as I go along. This is going to be kind of lengthy, so you can turn it off at different times if you wish. It's up to you. But when it started coming through, it just was like, wow, boom. A lot of you guys are wondering what's going on with this collective as a whole right now. Well, this is it. This is going to explain it all to you right now. All right, this first card, Snowflake Obsidian, is transparency. Bursts of light in the darkness, cleansing snow in the night, that is which no longer hidden loses its might. Pain, shame, regret, and monsters under the bed vanish in the light. Step out of the safety of shadows. Reveal all of yourself and be free. So, what happens with this is the Snowflake Obsidian is all about bringing emotions out into the light. These emotions can be negative, positive, secret, or hidden. Even though this can seem uncomfortable or even painful, we will feel purged, and all the better for it. Some cases, and I heard most cases, this powerful gem can bring up trauma from past lives that are so intense they have affected our present existence. Drawing this card might be a prompt to acknowledge things that we would rather ignore. Be brave, take a deep breath, bring it all into the light. You will feel relieved and much stronger than ever. So, let me just finish reading this first. A secret is revealed. When a secret is revealed, it loses its power. Shame is simply an illusion. Life is black, white, and everything in between. Making friends with our shadow is a step towards wholeness. Okay. So what I'm told about this is what everyone is going through now. The veil is being lifted, and it's time for everybody to acknowledge it. There are things that are being suppressed. You think that you being okay, being in this happy moment all the time. That is not how it's done. This is why you're going through this crap, because you're trying to force yourself to pretend and make affirmations. I am happy. I am this. No, that's not how it works. It is about digging deep and facing shizzle that you don't want to receive anymore. You don't want to know about yourself. Things that you don't want to face about yourself. Things that you know as an awakened soul, or things that you have an intuition or a gut feeling about that you just choose to say, I'm not going to think about it. I'm going to be happy. No, no, no. Well, universe has said to you, that's not the way it works. You can't ascend. You can't bring that shizzle with you that you think you hiding. Okay, come out that darkness, come out of this sense of illusion, and stop playing victim and thinking that these things are happening to you. No, this is all about purging and releasing stuff. You cannot ascend, and this light body you trying to make, You pretending you think you got a light body. You don't have a light body. You working on your light body, but that's not what's going on. Okay? Now, the affirmation for this group right here is, my deep emotions are coming out into the light. I am free to be all that I am. I feel brave and ready to free myself from the past. I feel stronger than ever. Now, that affirmation is significant because it's true. All right? It's not saying I'm happy anyway. It's not telling you that. Okay? Now, the next card is the Eagle card from the Mystical Shaman Oracle. So, that's the way these are set up. It's the Gem Oracle, the Shaman Oracle, the Fairy cards, and the Angel Oracle cards. Okay. So the Eagle card is in the reverse position. Okay. The essence of the Eagle card comes from the East, the place of the rising sun, of new beginnings. All right. She soars high in the sky and sees the smallest detail with clarity. Okay? Smallest detail with clarity without losing track of the bigger picture, and nests in the high mountains. For an eagle, there are no obstacles, only opportunities, and I'm hearing to shed in the moment. She calls you to ascend, to acquire perspective, so you can fly wing to wing with great spirit. Okay? So dealing with, going back to the transparency, the bigger picture, getting into the smallest detail, removing things that you can't see, and stop trying to pretend that you're happy and you're not. Okay? Now, in the oracle, in the Shaman Oracle, the reverse cards are medicine. Okay? It's time for you to see through the eyes of the eagle. Let your vision of the whole and its parts become laser-like, and set your priorities straight. What did you come here for? Did you come here to climb the ladder of financial or social success? Did you come here to become a better person, to heal your heart, and to realize your essential self? What's your divine mission here on earth? No more excuses. Stop the excuses. Of course, you don't have enough time, enough money, enough sleep. It's always excuses. Stop with the excuses. Stop playing victim. Yet the time is now to fly to your chosen purpose. But you cannot soar when you have these things attached to you. If you keep postponing it, you're only betraying yourself and making matters worse. Universe will start to strip your life and make it seem like everything is going wrong. Where you set your intention is where you'll end up. Free yourself. Live your life in the highest destiny and fly. So what I'm seeing here and what I was saying is that in your body, this is a time. Take this example for a minute. When a burned victim, severely burned victim, comes to a trauma center, and this is what we're dealing with. It feels like the earth is now a trauma center. And it's a time where it starts to heal. So the whole body is in scabs, right? From burning, all right? The burn. We've been burned, okay? We've been burnt with relationships. We've been burnt with life and things and traumas and things that have happened to us. So now we're scabbing it. We're filled with scabs all over our body. But every day, a burn victim, once those scabs come up, must be scrubbed off. It's a painful, bloody process, but it must be done. So that's what everybody's going through as a whole, as a collective. People are getting surgeries and things from things that were covered up, that they were going through and didn't know they had, that had to be repaired and corrected in their physical beings in order for them to ascend. No more hidden things, whether it's physical diagnosis of things, whether it's medical issues, and especially traumas on emotions, previous last times of incarnations. QHHT things are really significant at this time, to maybe you should try seeking that. Okay. I really, my whole thing is, I believe in journeys. Okay. Try these journeys and things to see, what a shamanic journey, to see where it's all stemming from, so that you can heal. You cannot, I'm telling you, you cannot grow forward. You cannot move forward unless you shed these things. Okay? So just remember, everybody's in this trauma unit. Everyone is going through this trauma clinic, and we're all being scraped and scrubbed off these scabs, okay, to get this new skin, to get this new light body, to get this new thought. And the only way to do it is to come clean, literally come clean with secrets, come clean, and come to self-realizations that you're not perfect, but it's okay that you're not perfect. There's no one that is perfect, and don't let nobody fool you. You're not supposed to be, because this is what a human is. It's not perfect. It was made to not be perfect. All right. I know I go on about some stuff, but that's the way it is. Okay. So the next card is the Hierophant, and this is Major Arcana. This is the Fairies card, and it's by The Journey into the Hidden Realm by Barbara Moore, art by Julia Jeffrey. The Hierophant indicates a time of teaching and learning. The two are intertwined. You cannot have one without the other, not successfully. Even though you may be technically a teacher, you're also learning simultaneously. And every student gives their teacher something the instructor did not have before. And I heard it's insight. If you're called to teach, formally or otherwise, give your knowledge freely with a light hand. Let your student explore your offerings, blend them into your own history, and create your own unique wisdom. It's going off into something completely different than what I'm being shown. So this is a situation. Because we as light workers are here to show the way, this is what I'm showing. I'm being told to tell you. With all this scrubbing, with all this cleansing, all this purging, how is anyone going to come to you and seeking help, if you have not experienced some crap? If you have not experienced coming through it, and how you come through it, so that you can teach others, they can see it. They can see the change. They can see, that's the transparency. Allow the people that you showing, your followers, allow them to see your change. Don't go into hiding with it. I'm not saying come on and, expose everybody when you're a hot mess, but don't let them think that your life is just so perfect. I always am open and upfront about what I've been through and what I'm going through. So it's really important that you understand, walk your talk. Don't try to tell me something that you're not doing yourself. Okay? So it's like you having visitors from the into the hospital of the trauma clinic. The visitors are the followers, the people you teaching. They're seeing you in your vulnerability. The transparency is there. Okay. Now the next card is the Angel Oracle cards from Doreen Virtue. And it's the Two of Air. All right. Now, the Two of Air is used. The air in this deck is equivalent to the swords. So we all know the Two of Swords is usually about decisions and choices. And this is being unable or unwilling to make decisions. You're stalemated, pretending that there is no problem. And that's what I was talking about when I said that universe is like, oh, no, you fooling yourself. You got some issues. You got some deep chisel that you don't even know you got, or you got an idea of, but you just scratching the surface and like, oh no, let me not disturb that. So you have a choice to let this happen as it's happening, or resist, and it's gonna happen anyway, and you're gonna have some shizzle to deal with on top of that. Now, do you want it to be just what you're going through with the scrubbing, or do you want to go through it with the scrubbing and some other stuff? You finding out about other things, like lying in the hospital and finding out your house is on fire. What you going to do? You lying in the hospital and you finding out that something's happening with your kids or your family, or your things are being taken away. So it's imperative, excuse me, it's imperative that you guys start condensing. Okay, when I say condensing, I mean fine tuning, getting into what's really happening with you. I can't believe that I'm sitting here doing this. I have not, this is something I said I don't do this, but I have been asked by several people what is going on with collective. Now, I didn't ask. Oh, yeah, I did. I think about it last night. I said, now what is going on with the collective? You know, I'm curious to know so I can give some answers or whatever. And I let it go. Here I am getting ready to do my little daily thing. And here comes these answers come pouring in. It's not even about me anymore. I'm like, who is this for? And this is when they told me it's about the collective. So that's what this is about. Okay, so now the next group is starts out with the malachite or malachite. I'm going to say malachite. It sounds more comfortable for me. It's called transformation. Now, this goes right into what's happening. Okay, we've gone from the transparency and we're getting this scrubbing done and everything. Well, what we're going to next, right? So let's see what this is all about. Okay. A single seed falls in the open soil and initiates the growth of a great magic show. It is the humble beginning. And that's very important. Humility is extremely significant in your spiritual growth and its process. It's the humble beginning of a powerful process of ongoing change. See, what happens, I'm just going to stop right now. With ongoing change is the acceptance of, you know what, I surrender. Universe, I surrender. I bow my head and I'm letting you just take over to the process. Emptiness becomes fulfillment. I'm going to repeat that. Emptiness becomes fulfillment. Light and loss become lush. Reaching, living gems that sprout seeds of their own. Many bands of green bejewel the forest and transform the very air to growth. So what I'm seeing with this is the vision that they're giving me is germination, right? So I'm just going to relate this to Mother Earth and land, okay? I say this all the time. You cannot, I'm going to say it again. You cannot grow something in dead soil. You cannot grow something in non-nutrient soil, okay? It must be cultivated. It must be turned. Till that land, till that earth. Pull up those, find where the weeds are. You know, there's different types of parasites and things in the soil that must be removed first, because it will do nothing but it will kill or choke the seeds so it won't grow, or kill and choke the many when it first breaks through and kill the germination. So we can't have that. So these things must be removed first. Okay. The energy of malachite draws impurities from the aura and stimulates life force. Look at that. I just said it. We tilling the earth and we I'm getting better at this, guys. I'm getting much better. It clears blockages that hinder progress and fosters strength and courage. And that's what was going on in the last group that I was just explaining to you that's required. And as you can hear that, I guess Kaisa is coming through right now. And she's saying that malachite helps our spirit to evolve as it guides us to our true path. It's also protection. Okay? It helps you look into the eyes of danger. Okay? And face it with a powerful insight. Okay. Be resourceful. A mundane skill can become a great asset. Bring out the best of what you have at hand. So let's think about this. It also says dust off the old and make it new. Personal transformation inside and out. Okay, what I was shown is that we are all some like a jewel, like gemstones, right? When they're first mined, right? There's some ugly things. Okay, but you got to clean them off. Some of them you got to chisel away things, right? For you be able to see their luster, to see their beauty and see all of that. Then some of them have to go through a chemical process in order to take it off, because you can't chisel it away, or else you destroy the gemstone, or you'll compromise its consistency or its capacity, right? So think of yourself in these ways and in these matters, okay? Okay. The affirmation for this is, I am ready to transform. My life force is stimulated. I have strength and courage. I am drawn to the right path. Okay. That says it all. Okay. It tells you everything you possibly need to know. It doesn't say I'm happy and I'm pretending I'm happy. No, it says that I'm surrendering. That's what the affirmation is all about. Surrendering to the process. The next card is the giveaway. Okay. What you giving away? Are you giving away, before I even open this book, are you giving, I'm told to tell you this, are you giving away too much of yourself? Are you giving away, what are you giving away to? Not necessarily giving away, but give way to. Okay? Let's see what this is about. Number 23. Okay. The essence of the giveaway is a gift you offer to life without attachment, without expecting anything back. And let me stop right there. I'm hearing a lot across the entire collective. Well, I'm doing all this work and I'm doing all this, and I don't see any rewards from it. It's not for you. Is that what you came here for? To get rewarded? No, you chose to come down here to make some changes as a light worker so that this won't happen anymore, so that the youth and new souls that have never experienced this can come here and with it as the way it was first intended and created. Now, I don't know if I can repeat that again or not. But I know that it's upsetting me because I can feel the power and the force coming through from the other side. They're very disgruntled with the fact that you guys, some of you, not saying all of you, but a lot of you are complaining about not getting anything in return. This work that we're here to do is not for you. It's for the rainbow children that are coming up through here. It's for them. They don't understand all this murky stuff. They don't understand all these darknesses and things going on. This is, I'm going to calm myself because it's something I'm so tired of hearing. You're here to plant the seeds for your next generations to reap the rewards. Now, let me continue. You can only give what is truly yours. A smile, a nod of encouragement, a gentle touch, and a kind word. And I'm shown with that gentle touch is emanating light force. You're a conduit, light force. You're a conduit, light, life force of source. We are transmuting and transforming. There is no more fighting dark. Now, and you know this is me talking. All right, me, Miss Dark Fighter. Yes, I still got some stuff that I do, but that's not where you old souls need to be going. We're changing this whole direction. Okay, it's not fighting dark, it's transmuting. Okay, we're transmuting the dark all across the world, all across the galaxy. Okay, and it's time that you see it that way. We're not struggling. There's no dark forces doing things that the devil's not trying to get you. Is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Yes, there are some dark entities out there, but I don't want to focus on that right now. And if you do feel that you have dark entities or something going on with your life, please come see me, because I will take care of that shit. I'm just straight up going to tell you that's not happening, because that's why I'm here. That's my purpose. I was built with purpose. I'm not going to get into that, but still in the same, remember that. This is not giving to others what you no longer want, like a sweater, but gifting that which is most precious, your authentic love and genuine feelings. Now, with that being said, do you do things for intent with expectations? I'm going to repeat that. Do you do things with the intent of expectations? And that's what's going on. You guys are doing this work and all this light work and all this energy work, and now you want to expect to get something in return? You want to get paid for that? And I'm using the word paid like getting paid. Stop it right now, because that's not the case, and that's not what's happening now. Since I did this trip, I'm on a whole nother level, on a whole nother page. And the force that's coming through right now is tired. The other side is tired of this silly stuff that y'all doing. It's either you're going to grow forward as the process goes, or you going to grow forward with force. Okay, either way it's going to happen. Universe going to have its way. The divine plan and divine order of things will occur. Now, how you let it happen in your existence is your business. It is a choice. Okay. The invitation is the cards in this deck when it's in the clear or upright position. Make a list of 10 people and things for which you are grateful. Connect with the feeling of gratitude. The giveaway comes to ask you to feel the same gratitude without needing anything or anyone to inspire it, or needing anyone or anything to encourage it. Share this gratitude with those that you meet. How you going to say you a light worker and you complaining all the time that I'm doing all this and I don't get no respect? I'm doing all this and I'll do this. That's what you showing. You feeding into that negative energy that we're working hard to remove from this planet. And this is ridiculous because it's counterproductive. Does that make sense to you, what you're doing? You may not see that, but that's what's going on. Maybe you need to take a second look and reflect upon this stuff and go back to that transparency. This is the scrubbing. This is the scrubbing. As you offer thanks, your heart opens up, and it opens up that heart chakra. And you start realizing, and I was talking about self-realization, how much of your life has given you. You heal your feelings of scarcity, and you don't have scarcity. You're not in a sense of lack. You do have abundance. It's according to how you change the view of perspective of things. and you open yourself to the abundance that surrounds you. The giveaway invites you to be in the flow of life as you give freely and receive freely. Let me give you an example of what this is talking about. Those of you that have parents that are still living, and those of you that have a family member, or those of you that have a pet, those of you that have children. All right, here we go. This is what goes down. You doing all this light work, right? Okay. You plant the seeds and you go out and you do all this energy work. Now, the next thing you know, your parent, one of your parents, something maybe they fell in a store. Okay? You're not in the same state they are or around, right? But there was one being that stepped up to the plate at that moment and saw it through with your parent to get them to a hospital, stay there, contact you, and be that rock that your parent needed. That's your reward. That's the return. It's not all about doing something for somebody and then getting something back. Well, when I do something for them, they don't do something for me. Who cares? That's why you're doing it. This is not acceptable stuff. And I am simply a messenger of truth. I've been telling y'all that for years. When I carry my sword, it is the messenger of truth. Okay? I carry the Ace of Swords. Okay. Now, this next card is a message from the fairies of being the Three of Swords. Well, would you look at that? Ha, ha, ha. Ain't that interesting? Okay. The Three of Swords, we all know, has to deal with being with the heart, right? And it's about hurt. And if you notice, she's looking towards the giveaway. The giveaway is reaching towards the malachite, which means that the heart is giving way to the transformation of what's required. I'm going to say it again. The heart is giving way to the transformation that is required. And I heard if you only allow it and accept it. Okay? Now, sorrow and pain are a part of life. Acknowledging them, feeling them, processing them, and weaving them into your life as you move forward. What I always say, grow forward or growward, are all normal and a healthy part of the process. Sometimes the hamster wheel of obsession is prominent in your life. Get off the hamster wheel. Stop playing victim. Here I go again. I'm saying stop playing victim. Okay? Think about the way you're thinking about the events that are happening to you and what is keeping you from the natural process of healing. Is it you? Are you standing in the way of your progress? You may be causing more harm than good, which is your resistance to letting go and not being in control. Now, I want to control when I cry. Oh, or now you're going to go to a psychiatrist or someone and psychotherapy and go get some pills so that you can stop being depressed. It's not depression. It's your soul trying to heal itself. Allow this thing about people not allowing themselves to cry. Well, I cried for so long. Yes, you're purging shit you don't even know from all these different incarnations. If you're getting up and you're going to work and you doing things, take the time and purge at night. Set the intent and say, you know what? I know I got to purge today, but I got to keep my head in the game for work to get through the day. Then when you come home from work while you're sitting in the light, there it go. Let it flow. Okay? Now, when you down and in depression, that means your vibration is way too damn low. When you can't get out of bed, let me tell you something. I'm not telling you anything more than I've done myself. Yeah, when my husband left me, and I was going through something, I had one son left in the house. And he was in his senior year. And I said, I shouldn't be crying like this all the time. I mean, so I said, you know what? Maybe I should get something to stop doing that. So I went to the doctor and acquired these antidepressant pill or whatever to keep me, calm. This thing had me sleeping so much, I'm missing life. My poor son is missing his mother. I got my ass right. I said, you know what? I'm not doing this no more. I apologized to my son and cried and said, you know what? It's okay. This is for a reason. It is for my best and greatest, highest good. Now, mind you, I didn't know anything about spirituality or nothing at that time. This was the trauma that shook it and made it happen. This is the part that awakens and this thing, I guess, to happen inside of me to start this whole process of my journey. Get out that vibration of low self-esteem, self-pity, and no worth. Okay? Get out to some social things. Okay? Lift that vibration. Listen to music. While you're sleeping, there are binaurals to stop this antidepressant, to stop these feelings of feeling so bad. You must work with this conscious mind while it's at rest, so it can't resist. I cannot stress this enough. Okay? All right. So, the next card is some advice from the angels, and it's the 9 of earth. Now, the 9 of earth, the earth in this deck is equivalent to pentacles. Now, this says, enjoying life's little luxuries. Spending quiet time alone. Okay. When they're saying enjoying life's little luxuries, it goes back to the giveaway and showing gratitude. Okay? Now, you may not think this is a big deal, but let me tell you something. Every time you get up and you go to the bathroom in the morning, that's a big deal. While you sitting there on the throne, show some gratitude. Thank God I can go to the bathroom by myself. I'm not using a bag. Thank God I could get up and walk around to the bathroom by myself. I don't have to ask anybody to help me. And if you do have these situations, thank you, Father, or thank you, God Source, for someone being here to help me go through this. Then, instead of feeling bad about it, sitting in your sorrow, playing victim mode, now it's time for self-reflection to find out why you chose this path. You wrote this story. That's something you guys have to remember. You wrote your stories. Now, there are choices you've made where you didn't check in to see if these were the right decisions to make, which puts you in some other areas that you don't want to be in because you weren't in alignment with the ebbs and flows of all that is. Come out of self mode and see the entire picture. Okay. The next group comes up. The next card is the diamond. Illumination. Now, the word illumination, I'm just going to touch on real quick. Shining light, shedding some light, something that becomes they're showing me, and they're shutting me up. They're just shutting me down. Okay. Showing me that illumination, shedding light on the dark. Now, in this case, it's not dark as in dark forces, but you're shedding light on the dark that's within you. Parts of you that are in the shadows that need to be exposed. There goes that scrubbing. There goes that transparency. There goes that transformation. Okay? So the transformation is going to cause the illumination. Okay? And the enlightenment of therein. Okay. Now, let's see what this is all about. My brilliance comes from many angles. The refraction of a single ray is turned this way and that. As it reveals, this celebrates each facet. Over, under, and through, it penetrates time and space to reveal itself in so many ways through a single point. So many paths, a single way forward. So many possibilities, one clear choice. Now I'm going to say this again. We just ended on choices before. So I'm going to say this again. So many possibilities, but there's only one clear choice. I heard that makes sense. Okay. Okay. A diamond activates the crown and ethereal chakras. I'm going to say this again. A diamond activates the crown and ethereal chakras. Now, if that's the case, this is about enlightenment, right? And how you're going to receive the energy from source down through your crown chakra. You're going to receive more knowledge, more knowing, more downloads, right? Nothing matches a diamond's pureness and clarity. And there's no end to the gifts this remarkable gem can bring. When one is placed on the third eye, a diamond will open you to your spiritual development and psychic vision, as well as a tiger's eye. Okay? It also encourages creativity, inventiveness, and imaginations. Diamonds are intensely powerful and can amplify energy and thoughts. So this is something that I've been getting a lot. I'm just going to cut away from that for a second. I have constantly been being told for the past month, watch your thoughts. When you start evolving into a more powerful being and merging or melding more with your true being, you are a great manifester and co-creator with universe. And I always say this. The Three of Pentacles. You're collaborating with universe, source, and yourself. Okay? Your higher self. And with the three of you collaborating, you are co-creating what's going on in your existence. There's no better gem to connect with you with the source of universal energy and the illuminated soul. Okay? Remember, you are a divine source of light. All right. A flash of brilliance, a clear option in a sea of information. I just said that. You'll start getting downloads. You'll start getting more codes and things to unlock things within yourself. Being open to many different perspectives. Now, I'm going to cut through with this. Illumination, like I said, also means enlightenment. Like I said. Now, if that's the case, how you call yourself enlightened if you going to turn off to everything everybody else says? Because it don't resonate with you. I'm going to say it again. How are you going to call yourself enlightened if you can turn off to all the things that don't resonate with you without analyzing and analyzing it first, or checking in with source or your guides and angels to say, hey, is this something I should know? Is this true? Because otherwise you're never going to grow. I said it before. My video about triggers versus resonate. Okay? Okay. While knowing your mind and deciding for yourself. Okay. Being open to many different perspectives while knowing your mind and deciding for yourself. Heightened clairvoyance and psychic ability. All right. Archangel Zadkiel. He works very heavily with clairvoyance. So if you need help, give him permission to help you. Ask for the help. He'll show up. Then give him permission to help you. Remember, you always have to give permission. You can also set a permanent intent that, all that's highest in light and for my greater good, I automatically give every one of you permission to do what's required for my greatest and highest good, so that I don't have to say it every time. All right, let's evolve. Whew. Chills. Let's evolve, people. Let's evolve and let's get where we supposed to be. All right, let's step up our games. The affirmations. The light of my soul shines with brilliance. I am empowered and able to reach my full potential. I see both within and without with clarity. My crown chakra radiates light and connects me to the universe. You see that? It says in this affirmation, I see both within and without with clarity. That means you can see both sides of the coin, not just stay on one side. Okay? So what I'm seeing with this is it's a wake-up call, is what I'm being told. Yes, hence the word illumination, hence the word enlightenment. Okay? Okay. So the next card is the spiral in reverse. All right. The essence of the spiral. Galaxies in the sky, from galaxies in the sky to the diminutive shells at the beach. The spiral is found extensively in the natural world. All right. Its shape in the form of a coiled serpent has been used since ancient times as a tool for growth and transformation. This is the Kundalini rising. Think about that. It's in a coil and it's unraveling itself. As you're going through these scrapings and all these different things, this is all unwinding. Watch it unfold. Okay. It's in the shape of a coiled serpent, has been used since ancient time as a tool for growth and transformation. Was that not the last thing about transformation? Okay. Alrighty. This is how it's all tying together. The spiral is a guide for entering deep into one's consciousness and the unknown, and then extending far out into the heavens. It's crucial to surrender. I'm going to say this again. It's crucial to surrender to this journey until the exhausted paradigm dissolves in the depths of your soul, of the psyche, and its energy is released to give birth into a new reality. Hot damn. You heard that? A new reality. We're going right back to this other one. It's a choice. What reality you gonna live in? There's a difference between changing the reality to then living in a fantasy. Okay? Fantasy versus reality. All right. All right. The medicine. The spiral announces a descent to the depths and a rebirth. This is all about transformation. This is what's all going on with the collective right now. And this is the Unity Consciousness Collective. All right? This is what's going on. And I heard it's with the awakened soul. Okay? Now, there are two things going on simultaneously right now. And I'm being veered off here and I'm channeling this in. Because we're living with heaven and hell on earth simultaneously, Right. The light workers are experiencing rebirth and shedding crap, going deep within, because we are awakened souls. Okay. Now, the people that are not awakened, they're going through traumas to put them to the awakened situation, because their reality is so deeply embedded in 3D, they don't know. They're not self-aware. But when we are, Source holds us accountable because we know better. And you're going to keep resisting anyway. Now, I want you to take a look at this picture very carefully. Which one are you? Are you spiraling inward, or are you spiraling outward? I'm going to say it again. Are you spiraling inward, or are you spiraling outward? When, as a light worker, you're spiraling outward. You're uncoiling. Okay? But as those that are unawakened, they're spiraling inward. They've gotten themselves deeper and deeper and deeper into a trance state of illusion that they are stuck in stagnation. And I think that was one of the situations in the previous group of cards about being in stalemate. And you know me in chess. I already explained that in one of my videos. Okay? Allow nothing to get in the way of this process, as the time is right and the forces of nature are supporting you in this endeavor. I heard just surrender. Let it happen. Stop trying to be in control. All right? Using stones, twigs, or yarn, conduct this rite and this ritual. Get some stones, some twigs, and yarn. Build a spiral on the ground. And I heard it has to be dirt. It can't be grass. All right. So find some barren land and dirt, not necessarily soil, because that's germinated. That has growth. This is something that you're trying to shed and get rid of. So you want dead soil, something that's just ain't nothing gonna grow in it. Find that. Okay. And make this spiral on the ground that's large enough for you to walk all the way around through it with at least 3 turns. Okay? Enter the spiral slowly. As you do, release the power of change. Now, what I'm reading, I'm just going to cut real quick. I'm reading this as well as being channeled what to do. So it's a mixture. So if you get this book and you don't see what I said, it's because it's partially being channeled. Okay. Enter the spiral slowly. Once in the center or in the midst of it all, offer to the earth the feelings or situations that you no longer want in life. Then take 3 deep breaths and exhale deeply. I'm seeing you as a being. Once you're standing in the middle, do alternate nostril breathing exercise. Okay? That's where you close one side of your nose and breathe in through the other. And then close that side and breathe out through it, the other side that you did before. I'll add a link in there for all that. Once you've completely done that, stand in the center and say ADSUM. ADSUM. Okay? ADSUM. All right. That's going to alert the entire universe and all that is, that you're aware, and you make a mark of this moment in my Akash. I am overwriting. I am rewriting. I am redoing. I'm resetting. Okay? As you walk back through the way you entered, feel recharged. Each step you take, say, I am. Take a next step. I am. Just say I am. Just keep walking through and saying I am, I am, I am, I am. Once you get to the end and the beginning, say I am one with all that is. Okay? This is very important. This will spark a whole new thing. Now, let me tell you something. I've said it before. Once you have asked universe to help you out with something, it's not going to come like you want it to come. Okay? It's going to be messy. It can be messy. It can be messy. But just say, you know what? I asked for this. I asked for this change. I asked for this to happen. I know I needed this change. Just help me. Ask the angels to help you get through it. Okay? All right. Now, the next card is the Eight of Swords. Oh, my God. That is so perfect right now. I know exactly where this is going. This is the angels telling you it's the Eight of Swords. Now, the Eight of Swords, if you remember in the tarot cards, you'll see a picture of a person standing tied up with swords all around them, like this wall of swords or a fence, and their eyes have a blindfold around them. Okay? Sometimes we think something is worse than it really is. Booyah. But sometimes we're correct in our assessments. The Eight of Swords acknowledges that the situation may be difficult, perhaps even dangerous in some of your instances. A misstep could cause setbacks. Now, when they say misstep, I'm told this because you're not checking in. This is what I was talking about. You made these choices on your own because you're going to be in charge and you're going to be in control, and you chose to do it your way. And because you didn't ask first, you could have saved yourself some trouble, some time, some hurt. Give in to the process. Okay. However perilous the problem appears, it's not insurmountable. I heard as light workers, anything is possible. We have the power to change. That's why we came here, because we have this power of change. There is a solution. It might not be readily apparent, and you may not see it because the crustaceans that are on you, on your third eye, the crustation or the blockage or the filter that you have that's blocking you from hearing what's coming in your claircognizance, your clairaudience, your clairvoyance. Clear this stuff. You wondering why you don't have these gifts. This is coming through real heavy now. You guys are wondering why some of you don't have these gifts. Everybody has these gifts. Now, some are more powerful because they chose to be a part of this is what they came here for. And some may not be as powerful. Okay? But we all have these gifts as light workers because we're superior, supernatural beings that are in these bodies. I heard these light bodies that are coming. Wow. And we must shed this. Okay? We're supposed to be luminescent. Is what I'm seeing. I see all these people, all these beings with all these shiny, glistering things all over their bodies, and we're just magnificent. This is really hitting me heavy. It's no longer what I'm seeing, but what I'm remembering. And I have all these goosebumps and these chills all over my body right now because I'm reminiscing. I'm remembering. We all share these gifts. But you cannot have them in the way you're going. You got to get rid of this stuff. You got to shed this stuff. Okay. Once you see it, you will move with confident strength. There's even an element of faith involved. because this will likely be something you have never ever done before. Of course not. Because this has never ever been done here before. That doesn't necessarily mean that it hasn't been done elsewhere before, but this is the first time. And I'm told to tell you guys this right now. Some of you may not know this. Some of you may already know this. But I'm told to share this with you. This purge, this release, and this change is something that is being watched all over the entire galaxy. In all that is. They're waiting to see what happens. We've never ascended. So we've chose to go through these things for others. We've chose to go through these patterns to remove old beliefs, to remove those patterns from the earth. So don't stand around crying about, oh, this is so horrible for me. Stop it. Put your big girl and big boy panties on. Boys, put your long pants on. Women, straighten up. Get in that in divine goddess power empowerment and stop whining and being victim. Men, stand up. Stop saying, it's all on you. I get it. The masculine beings on this planet are so confused right now. They've got to unlearn what they've been programmed into. Now, let me explain that real quick. I'm going to break away from that. This real quick and just speak on this for a second. Right now, the masculine, and they're all divine masculines. Let's just get that right. We're all divine beings, but that's a whole nother story. I'm gonna get into that another time, maybe not. I don't know. But right now, we're not doing that. Masculine beings have been programmed to be the man, be in charge, be in control. Be in control of your environment. Be in control of your woman. Be in control of your home. Be in control of your life. Be in control of your emotions. All right? And because we're breaking this cycle, and we're breaking this circle, and breaking down this paradigm of this dynamic across the entire Mother Earth, they don't know what to do. Okay, so hence this ghosting. There's a lot of ghosting and things going on because they don't know what to do. They're like, wait a minute, I've never felt this way about a person before. I've never felt this way about anything before. A man, okay, you see more men now, and I saw a video on Facebook. This delivery guy had set something that he delivered down on this person's porch, and then they had these beautiful purple flowers there. He stole a smell. He bent down and smelled them and just left. Now this was caught on a camera because I get that evidently the person has security system. But this is just something, the soft side. This is them finding out that they have a feminine side too. We're built of both, masculine and feminine, male and female, and they're trying to work it out. So when they come across something and they get these emotions, they don't know what to do with them. Now, women, stop playing victim. Yes, things have happened to you, but it's up to you to stop allowing things to happen to you. Now, some things that have happened to you didn't have control of, but remember you wrote that in your story. Let's find out why. Okay, let me get back to what I was talking about. There is even an element of faith involved because this will likely be something you have not done before. And therefore, you won't have the ways of knowing if you're moving in the right direction. Hence, I'm told, hence the purpose of checking in. Okay? Check in and ask some questions. If you need help, yes, get on your knees and pray. You cannot just meditate. I can't stress this enough either. It sounds like I'm standing on my soapbox today. So you pray for gratitude. You pray in thanks, okay? You pray for questions, and you pray with questions to receive answers, right? You pray for help. Then you meditate to receive the answers. Okay? That's the way it works. All right? Now, remember, sometimes you won't receive your answers in meditation. Okay? You're going to receive your answers in life. Now, remember, when you ask for help, I'm going to say this again too. It's not going to be the way you want it. Tied up in a pretty bow. It's going to be what's in your greatest and best good. So when you ask for something to be removed from you, that means you're going to release it. Okay? And it may not be a pretty sight the way it's released. But remember, you asked for it. Okay. So now, the next card is the 9 of Fire. And it says, don't give up. Have courage and believe in yourself. Now that just goes right back to what the last card was saying about you not being sure of your knowing. Stop second guessing yourself. Okay? You're not going to grow forward or growward. Okay. Now the last group is I heard a very powerful anomaly. That's a very interesting word to use here. This is how you know you ain't making stuff up, because you have random words you don't use normally. Let's see what this anomaly is about, shall we? The first card up is the Peridot. And it's rejuvenation. And that's perfect timing. It's like the last thing that happens, the next to the last thing that happens before you done. Now, this is card number 23. A little water, a little sun, a little nurture, and it's all done. Wilted green receives the earth's devotion and stands tall again with blossoming emotion. Hand a little care your way and know that life is here to stay. I'm going to repeat that one. Hand a little care your way and know that life is here to stay. The spring of your soul is in your step. Youth is yours to now accept. A little love and we are young. Now, this says a lot about what I started off talking about. This is a great way to this last group of cards. Now, remember we were saying hand a little care your way and know life is here to stay. That is this new little generation of the rainbow children. And the new generations coming up after, of all the little seeds that we sowed. Hand a little care your way. We're nurturing, we're blossoming, and we're learning ourselves as old souls. We have to, let me explain something to you. We're here to teach the young ones the knowledge that we have, because they don't have all this, okay? And they're to learn how to take it and transform it into a new way, okay? We have to learn how to accept change. It's very hard as an old soul, okay? The Peridot or Peridot resonates with the solar plexus and the heart chakra. See, a lot of this is going on with these heart chakra. And the solar plexus is hitting there. Okay? Like all green gems, the Peridot brings forth and fresh thinking. It's healing, rejuvenating, and promotes youthfulness in the mind, body, and spirit, and in the depths of your soul. It hits your inner child. The semi-precious stone also guards against the feeling of jealousy, envy, and toward and from others. Now, let me hit on this real quick. I wanted to hit on it before. I had this sciatica in my right hip. Remember, I have told, some of you know that I have double sciatica. Well, I don't have double sciatica anymore. The right side is fading. I didn't know I had resentment, jealousy, and envy. Okay? And that was me as a twin. All right? Because of my twin was being involved with someone else. Okay? Or that everybody was happy but me. Every person that has been in my life, my karmic, my false twin, my real twin, my soulmate, I've experienced all four. So each one, even my ex-husband, he married. Been married for years now. Everybody is happy with somebody but me. And I started seeing myself as victim instead of seeing, let me tell you what I had to do. Let me tell you what I had to do to cure myself. I had to switch focus. Okay? Now, I have an expression I use, focus switch. When I use the word focus switch, it means I'm not looking at that at all. That subject, that topic, I'm doing something else. When I say switch focus, it means stop. It's the same subject, but with a different view and perspective. I was the one that came into their lives because they needed me to receive love because of the terrible people they were. Now, how about that? You are here to make the change and have the impact upon their lives. So my reward is coming when I finish growing. Now, don't get it twisted. It's reciprocated. I've learned things from them about myself. Okay, that's what's all about this journey. But going back to it, we have to remember that we can't hold these things. That hostility, all that stuff, if you still can do that, you got a lot more purging to do. And the more you let it come out, the harder it's going to be. Universe is going to attack your ass like you ain't never seen. It's whipping your ass right now. So think about that. Okay. This card will help you feel confident and safe in the knowledge that we each have our gifts. I just said that in the last group of stuff. Now, mind you, I just got this deck of cards and I never opened them until just now. I didn't look at them. I didn't read them. I didn't set this up, anything. So it's because you can tell I'm doing this on the fly. All right. So I'm going to repeat that. This card will help you feel confident. Remember, stop second guessing, and safe in the knowledge that we each have our gifts. We just need to prepare our light bodies for them and put our mind in a state of acceptance instead of rejection and resistance. Don't let your conscious mind tell you, you ain't got no psychic gifts. Ain't nothing. These people, don't do it. Don't do it. I want you to cage that monkey mind and send it off to the monkey mind zoo where it go. Send it off. Put it in there. And can shine brightly. You will shine brightly because I just said we're all gems. And we're all divine light, life force. Self-care or new interest recharges your energy. I'm hearing nurture yourself during this time. Give yourself permission to embrace the positive. And I'm told, allow yourself to embrace that feeling of dark. Okay? Embrace it. Don't waddle in it. There's a difference. Waddling in it is curling up with your pajamas, ain't took a shower in I don't know how many days, and you got your house a hot mess. You ain't did laundry and everything. That is waddling in it. Okay? Okay. Excitement for a plan regarding health or wealth. That's what this purging is we're talking about. That's what this abundance is with the wealth. And seeing gratitude in the little things of life luxuries, right? And then we're also talking about the health, where we're saying, okay, well, something else is going to trigger in the medical department of all this. Will trigger, let's say you fell down and you had to go to the hospital and they find something. That's not bad luck. That's how you found out. Okay, if it had not been for that fall, the universe said, let me let this fool fall, because they don't have sense enough to either ask a medical intuitive, go seek a reverend doctor, or go see a regular doctor about their health. Okay, so this fool wouldn't have known. Now, it may be something serious. Okay, well, so it's something serious. This is why you fell, so you could catch it before it gets any worse. Okay. Feeling motivated by the success of others. Yes, instead of feeling resentment, jealousy, and envy. Okay. Now the affirmation for this is, I feel youthful in body, mind, and spirit, and soul. I am content, secure, and enjoy the success of others. I feel supported and confident in all of my achievements. I welcome health. I welcome wealth. I welcome happiness. I welcome love. I will nurture myself. I am matter because I matter. All right. And I'm told don't say nothing else on that. Just leave it like that. Okay. Now, if you'll notice, this next card is horizontal. When I do readings, I'm told transition. Okay. So when a card comes up, it's transitioning. That means that whatever this card stands for, it's either going from clear to reverse or reverse to clear. All right. So in this situation, it's going from reverse to clear. So the words are reading to the right. Okay. And the card is called the Time Master. Okay. The essence of the Time Master. Time is a construct of the human mind through which life events are seen to flow in a straight line from past to future. This, however, is an illusion. Time moves in patterns, fractals, sometimes turning like a wheel and others moving straight as an arrow. Humans see time as a ticking clock. And this image reminds us that there's only so much of it to spend in a lifetime. Like a kind of currency. How much of it will you spend? And we're going back, and it's showing me this card that we just did in this last group, or the group before the giveaway. How much of it you going to give away? Are you going to spend it in servitude? I didn't think so. Okay. Now, at any given moment, you can see time in all of its infinite potential. At once, vast and all-encompassing, then shrunken and finite. It all depends upon your perspective. Now, this card is going from reverse to clear. So the medicine will be first, I will read, and then the invitation. So, sometimes it appears that you're running out of time. Remember, we had this in one of the other cards in other groups. It's saying like there's never enough time, there's never enough this. Stop doing excuses. You worry about what you won't get and what you need or want. You're thinking in a sense of lack. Everything gets stuck like a log jam. And this is what I'm talking about, this stalemate. Okay? This is only in your mind. Time expands and contracts according to your ability to be mindful and observant, fully engaged in your now. It's time to release the story of your past. Now, there's a card that I know about that is always talking about, I always get it. Don't let the ruins of your past ruin your future. Okay? Just remember that. Equally, it's time to release your need to know details of the future. This is something that I'm told to tell you guys. You guys are constantly, some of you, not all of you, but a lot of you are constantly trying to, well, what's going to happen now? When is things going to happen? No. You can't get those answers because we're rewriting our Akash. We're rewriting timelines. We're overwriting and removing old constructs. So the Akash now is being rewritten. Okay? So it's up to you how you're going to handle this. This is all new territory, uncharted waters. All the treasure magically reveals itself when you remain relaxed and present to what is directly in front of you and nothing else. Then you realize you have all the time in the world. You will never run out of it. And they're showing me a picture of a horse. And when you want a horse not to be fearful and everything, you put the blinders on the side of their face so they can just walk straight, keep on the straight path. And then there's another card that I see in the Akashic Tarot that's called clearing the path. We're leading the path of righteousness, not for the word righteousness as in the way you have been taught, but righteousness as in the way of correctness, to correct these things. Okay? Now, we're going from the reverse. This is what we've been doing. Right? Now we're going into, this is the collective, we're going into the clearing that path, or the upright position, the invitation. When the time master visits you, he asks a most important question. When will you break free from limited cause and effect thinking by moving beyond the linear illusion and welcoming the cyclic quality of time? You will find yourself in a moment when the wheel of time turns. Speaking of wheels, this is all about the medicine wheel. Okay? And I'm going to get to you at the end of that about this. The card that comes up. All right? And you're able to influence the past. Hence, rewriting, overwriting the Akashic records. Thus changing the present and the future simultaneously. Okay? Now, it's up to you how much time you're going to spend in all that. Okay? Now, adsum is a word that's used to change all that. And I'm going to read that to you. That's another card I'm going to read to you when this is over, and it'll all be tied together. This is the true test of the time master. You're being invited to take back your power. So let go of the past, make room for the present, and create the future, and choose to step into your life. In this moment, you are all powerful. You are the time master, and anything is possible now. Anything is possible now. Okay? This is rejuvenation. All right? Time You know how they have the fountain of youth and how you reverse in time and getting your youth back? Yes, that's why we're going back to the inner child. This is why we have to do inner work to get back to the age of innocence. Okay? So that where children didn't think of violence. Okay? This happened when people got older and hardened, and the way that existences of this horrible environment and paradigm and construct of the matrix has put people. And I heard it, cease and destroy. That's right. Now, the next card from the fairies is the Ace of Cups. Okay? All right. Now, the Ace of Cups. I don't know how I skipped that. Sorry, guys. Okay. Just as Otter feels connected to her family members and the water itself, this card is a card of intimate connection. Remember I said when you do that spiral ceremony and you say that I am, I am with all that is, or something, whatever I forget what I say. So you have to go back and listen to it again. That's what this is about. It denotes a gift, okay? An opportunity. There's that word again, opportunity. A moment for the refreshing of the soul. We just talked about that. What's that? Rejuvenation? Rejuvenation. Okay? The healing of the heart. This has been what it's all about. All these things about the heart chakras. The paradigm is about the heart chakra. These other gems that we were talking about was all about the heart chakra. Okay? The healing of the heart. The outpouring of grace. Okay? The Ace of Cups marks time. I'm going to read that again. The Ace of Cups marks time of emotional renewal. And there's that word. I'm going to say it again. Rejuvenation. And right next to it is the Time Master. Okay? It marks a fresh start. Enjoy this time. Make the most of it. Relax into it. Really, it's telling you surrender into it. Allow it to happen. And let it flow all over you. Take on a gentle ride. Warmed by joy. Now, when they say that, I'm told to tell you, once you reach that state, then you have that connection directly to source, that warmness that you feel. You don't have to go into meditation to get there. And if you contact me, I can help you with that. There's a time you shouldn't have to go into meditation. You should just be able to take a breath and you're there. You're already connected directly to source. It's no need to get all this preparation and all this stuff. You don't have to ground yourself. You don't have to get all this protection and all that stuff. Once you reach a certain point of your evolvement and your true being melded with you, you don't have to do all that stuff. All right? And when I see the Ace of Cups, I think of God's source. Okay? I'm constantly always thinking of that. And I'm being told that God's source is the one that supplies everything we need. He is that connection, that love. And cups represents emotions and love and everything. And that's where we're going, if you allow it to happen. Now, the last card is the Eight of Fire. And in this deck, fire represents wands. Now, this card says, events are moving at a fast pace. And that is so true. That's what's going on. All this stuff happening it simultaneously and all at one time hitting you like this. Well, that's why. It's all happening at a fast pace. It's happening at the same time. You dying as you're birthing. You're releasing as you're gaining. So, I mean, think about that. You're releasing crap that no longer serves you while you uncover and unveil. And I heard the word release the veil. You're unveiling your gifts, which is something you're gaining, right? You're developing them. All the delays are done. So, all this time you waiting, y'all better be ready. Okay, you talking about, when is this change going to happen? It's happening. Okay, it is happening. I heard the struggle is over. Stop seeing it as struggle and see it as this is the process that you've been working towards. Acceptance is all that matters. Many things happening all at once. Now, this is what I was talking about. This middle card here, the serpent, is the overall energy of the entire reading. The medicine wheel is the topic of everything that I was talking about that's going on with the collective, and how much time you want to spend in a certain area, and the adsum and what that means, and the clearing of the way with the horse and the blinders on. Okay, here we go. You ready? I'm going to explain to you what adsum means. Okay. Adsum is a single word that has many, many meanings. First, it affirms your own strength and focuses in the present. Just like I just said to you. Stay in the present. You can use it as a command word whenever you find yourself distracted from what's at hand. Say, adsum, I am here, and feel yourself attend to the situation or person before you. This word also declares your arrival at your goals and all your wishes coming true. So say, adsum, I arrive. And take a moment to see yourself reaching your goals. Absolutely. Whenever you get this card, you know that you're on the way to results to seek with the help of others and the glorious help of spirit. This card also reminds you to be assured that no matter what's happening in your life, spirit's always there. Okay? Say adsum and take some time to attend to gratitude. You can act on your promise to God as the Spirit lifts you upon their shoulders of your guides. You're present for each other, and together you will arrive at your dreams. This is so important to use during that little rite or that I was talking about. Okay? Now, that card and this clearing way card is from the Akashic Tarot. All right. Now, this next card is the serpent card. And it's talking about, and remember, this is the overall energy of this entire thing. I'm really curious to see what this is about. The essence, now remember, it's in an upright position or clear position, so it'll be invitation. The essence of the serpent is the life force of Mother Earth. Hot damn. The coiled serpent of the Kundalini brings passion, healing, and renewal. She offers us the fruit of the tree of knowledge in the Garden of Eden and reminds us to shed the past the way she sheds her tired old skin. There we go with the scrubbing. Remember with the burn victims and burn unit? Serpent comes to offer you the forbidden fruit that will set your passion and your creativity free. So in other words, that light that shine upon that dark that you've been hiding in those shadows so long. Now, the invitation, the serpent power of the Kundalini, which is what I was talking about with that spiral and everything. And in the beginning, we were talking about, which is your choice. It's stirring within your chakras, gently asking you to embrace its mystery. You don't have to know what's going on with you all the time. Like, why is this happening? Why is that happening? Just say, you know what? I know shit is going on. And if is this just simply asking, check in and say, hey, is this in my greatest and highest good? Is this going to help me evolve? Is this going to help me grow forward? And once you check in and receive that, yes, just move on and say thank you for it. There's that little moment and that little minute of gratitude. Okay. Shed the old skin that you've been so attached to. There you go. Attachment. And welcome the vulnerable pink underbelly that will bring you a fresh experience to your new life. Your passion and sexuality are awakening. And we was just talking about that. All right? And this can be scary. Trust the wisdom of the serpent. Now, a lot of you still have a little bit of apprehension when you use the word serpent or snake. But we have to remember who we are and where we came from. And remember how the matrix causes disillusionment and illusionment and tries to flip things around. And for those of you that are Christians out there, you know how Satan does things to make it look like it's something, but it's not. Okay? Remember, a good lie stems from the truth. I'm going to repeat myself. A good lie stems from the truth. Okay. Trust the wisdom of serpent to transform your sensual energies into beautiful, original manifestation. Okay? That means don't walk in the darkness. You are now illuminating. You're teaching others. Remember, sex is like the biggest thing on this planet that is misconstrued. It has all kinds of meanings. In reality, it's only a way to physically experience the spiritual energy of its origination. And I can't repeat that because that was channeled. Sorry. Go back and listen to it again. All right. Now, the next one is clearing the way. I'm not going to read that because that's not necessary. That's the vision for that horse walking the straight and narrow path. You see it? Okay. And the last but not least is the medicine wheel. Now, this medicine wheel is the overall purpose of everything happening in the collective period. Here we go. The medicine wheel, the essence of the medicine wheel is a sacred hoop with the 4 cardinal directions well marked. It represents the cycle of life, the cycles of nature, and the secular pattern of our cosmos. It's been used for millennia in indigenous cultures to bring harmony and well-being to the village. Its directions symbolize the 4 steps that the shaman takes to become a person of power and wisdom. This is why I said it really, really would behoove you, if you can, take a real shamanic journey. Not where I cannot remember the name of it, but it's a really deep journey that you go into. You take this herb and they brew it in a tea, then you drink it, then you smoke it. They blow this up into your nose and you breathe it. Then you go and sit and you sweat it out in there, in this heat type environment. And you sweat it out like a sweat lodge. It will show you some stuff that it may even be scary. But it really would help to, what's the word? Not activate, but something, it will serve as a catalyst that will speed it all up. And I can't remember what the word is that I could use. It's not a boost, but it'll come to me. All right. Now, listen very carefully about this medicine wheel. Now, I think I said something about medicine. It may not always taste that great. Okay? But it's necessary. Okay? You won't get well unless you had to take your medicine. and these things and these energies and everything that everybody going through right now as a collective, that's what's happening. Everybody is taking their dose of medicine. To manifest clear blue skies in your life, it's important that you take a look at certain aspects of your being, which is those deep, dark spaces and no shadows. Enter the medicine wheel from the south and reflect upon how you're still clinging to events from the past. Now, before I move further, the Four of Keys. The keys in this tarot is the Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles shows a man that has one pentacle that he's holding on to real tight. But he has a whole bunch of abundance of other pentacles. He's on under his feet and he's got one on top of his head. He's not even paying attention to those. But that's his abundance. He's like, I know I got this, but let that go. You have more than just one pentacle that you hold on to. He got 3 other ones. I don't know what he thinks he's doing, accomplishing with that, but he's not getting very far. He's stalemated. Okay. Now continue on to the west and notice with relationships, which relationships are toxic and drain your energy. Shed shit, shed people, shed things. Okay. Step into your north and ask yourself, do I know my passion and show it? And I'm told a lot of you don't. You just doing things because you've been doing it so long. How do you stop doing it? Or you've been doing things because it was what you were compelled to do due to events from your past. And again, I'm told to bring up, don't let the ruins of your past ruin your future. Know when to put stuff down and know when to move forward. Okay. Now, it says, end at the east direction, visualizing how you want to live the next chapter of your life. Remember, it's a choice. Which direction? It's up to you how much time you spend in each direction. You're going to spend minutes, days, months. But when you're done, make sure you step outside of the wheel and contemplate your journey. When you step outside of that wheel, that means you've completed that cycle, that circle that we've been talking about. Okay. I know that this has been a long, almost 2 hours, I'm saying. Reading or whatever it's called, channeling. But when I am told to do something, believe me, it's going to be powerful. And it's going to be from source directly. Okay, like I said, I started out doing just my little daily guidance thing. I had 2 little cards that was for me, and the rest of them, they were like starting to talk to me about. I'm like, this is not for me. This is like, they said it's for the collective, Ava. I said, oh, okay. Well, let me get started. And this is how we got here. I pray that this will give you some insight. I pray that you will take it with a smile. Okay, this is your medicine for the day. This is your medicine for the entire journey, actually. Okay, you have been walking with your head in the clouds, a lot of you, and you determined to stay there. Positive affirmations is what came to me. For what? And you haven't cleared your inner being. All right. For me, affirmations, like I read those other affirmations, were for growth, not to convince yourself into something. Okay. Don't try to do that. Don't try to fool yourself. All right. Because universe knows better. Your inner higher self know better. All right. Okay, well, if you have any questions, let me know. Please share this video for those that are wondering what is going on with the collective light workers as a whole. Okay? All right, remember, I love you all. Peace to all. Wonders to thee. Ciao.